After announcing his run for governor, former Ohio Attorney General Richard Cordray brought his campaign right here to Northeast Ohio.
And News 5's John Casa got a chance to catch up with him. And John, he's getting into this race almost a year after his opponent.
Yeah, for Cordray, the late entry into the race was a result of his position in Washington as the head of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, a term he still had 7 months left on. He told me today he felt he had done all that he could do.
The payday lending rule, making that law of the land, was about the last important thing I thought I could do. And there was a fight developing back here in Ohio that I thought was really important. And I think it's a fight over the soul of our country and of our state. And I wanted to be a part of that. You
get into the race 8-9 months after some of your opponents have entered it. Congresswoman Marcia Fudge said in endorsing Betty Sutton back in October that the time essentially had passed for people to get into the race.
So I think everybody has their own perspective on the clock and the calendar. I believe that there's plenty of time in this race, and I'm going to be and am getting off to a very fast start. In my case, unlike the other candidates, I've actually been elected statewide to 2 different offices. I've held those offices. I've worked with people all over the state on solving problems. People know my track record and can see it. I will be reminding them of it. So I think that gives me an edge.
Mike DeWine and John Husted joined forces last week. Have you reached out, or your campaign reached out to any of your opponents, maybe to look who your possible running mate would be?
So I don't think that this is the time to do that. I just announced my candidacy this week. I think it'd be the height of arrogance for me to go to other candidates and suggest that they should do something or other. All of that will sort itself out in good time. The most important thing for me to do is get off to a fast start and show that this is a campaign that's going to be a force and a campaign to be reckoned with.
Well, there is a 5th Democrat in State Supreme Court Justice Bill O'Neill, who reportedly said today he will decide a date tomorrow when he will leave the bench to formally begin his run for the governor's seat. John Kosick, News 5.